Hey now, I'm here with my good buddy Brendan Bailey, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his journey and what it takes to sail in New York Harbor. Bailey?
Well, appreciate you for having me on your channel, Willie. It's a pleasure. And, New York is a very busy harbor. And what it takes to be out here is being attentive, being aware of your surroundings, and really familiarizing yourself with the port as a whole.
Very true.
There's a lot of different jobs going on, sometimes all at once. So knowing exactly what port and dock you're going to, what terminal you're working with, what type of vessel you may be docking is important because we use different lines for different vessels. So sometimes we're docking barges. I might not need to use as much line for the barge as I do ultra large ship.
Right.
So some ports, it's the same business, same makeup. So you're not getting as much versatility. Whereas New York, it's almost like you never know what you're going to be getting into.
You never know.
And the city never sleeps.
No, it really doesn't, especially out here on the water.
That's right.
How long you been working here in McAllister?
I've been at McAllister now going on 8 years.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's been a beautiful journey. I started in 2018.
Cool.
And I was doing some offshore work. Jacksonville, Florida to Puerto Rico when we were doing some relief. So I was doing the run on the Sisters, and then when that ended, I started on the Amy C up in Virginia. So I was going from Virginia to Maryland to Philadelphia, and I did that run for a while, just containers.
Right, all over the East Coast.
Yeah, and then I finally moved up to New York when I was ready to learn how to steer. So.
All right, man. And how's that process going?
That process has been going great. I've been learning from a lot of great guys, getting a lot of experience in. Been learning how to steer the Z drive, a little bit of conventional, but primarily wanted to learn how to drive the Z drive because I know that is the vessel of the future.
That is the vessel of the future, especially for ship docking.
Especially for ship docking. So it's been a very, very thrilling experience because just working on the deck a while, I knew the positioning, but I didn't know why I was in those positions. So now, seeing it from the flip side, I'm able to know exactly why I needed to be where I need to be on deck.
Putting it all together.
That's right.
And you're never going to be any good in the wheelhouse unless you're any good on deck. And I can vouch for Bailey. My man is great on deck. Now, when you started this process, what did you have to go through to actually get out here?
So when I became a merchant mariner, I went to a trade school in Oregon. And first, I tried my hand at SIU. I wasn't really familiar with the testing process.
Right.
I wasn't really comfortable. I didn't actually know about maritime academies at the time. So that was eye-opening to me once I got in the industry. Like, wait a minute, there's a 4-year degree?
Right.
But I wound up getting out of school with my AB, and I had received my master's of 200 ton. And a couple other credentials like my tankerman, because I went to this degree program at the school, so I got a degree in vessel operations.
Hell yeah.
And I was able to take that, and when I got in the industry at the time, and when I got out of school, it was like 2016, the Gulf had just dried up, and I couldn't find any work.
Right, well, we're glad you found here.
Right, so I had to start off at a small mom and pop tug, and I'm glad I did because although the small mom and pop tug wasn't as luxurious and the pay wasn't as good, the amount of experience I got was so extensive.
Right.
You know, I got my hands on fuel barge and scrap barges, and I moved dead ship tow. And so by the time I did go on with a larger company, I had already did a bunch of different towing. So that was a good thing.
Just real quick, Bailey was also, and this boat was also on the dead ship tow that I just posted about the other day. So y'all should check that out if you haven't seen it.
That's right.
Anything else you want to tell them?
Yeah, I don't want to tell them if they're interested in becoming a merchant seaman, if they're interested in getting into the maritime industry, there are many routes and options you can take. It may seem like Chinese when you're first starting to go through the paperwork. What is an OS? What is the entry level? I don't know how to apply. And I want you to know that there are aids out there. You can contact Willie's channel. I have a channel you can contact, Wave After Wave by Seas, and I'm interested in helping those who are interested in helping themselves get out here in the maritime industry and see what the global economy is really about, because that's what we're about. We're about moving America's goods and services around via the waterways.
Hell yeah. And aren't you a liaison?
That's right. I'm a maritime liaison. Last year, actually, I became a maritime leader for the Port of Virginia. So I can explain how we get the products from the shelf from overseas and pretty much to a 4-year-old.
Hell yeah, Bailey. Well, thank you for talking to us. That's Wave by Sea.
That's right.
And I'll put the description and I'll put that in the description. And thank y'all for watching. We appreciate it. Hey man, great job.
Thanks,
That was
man.
awesome, man.
Yeah, it was.